Hey everyone, Chad here. In this video, we're going to talk about how to and ways to make your WordPress site mobile friendly. That your site is mobile friendly is important for a couple of reasons. Number one, of course you want to deliver a fantastic user experience across various platforms, for example, desktop, mobile, and tablet. Secondly, Google uses page speed and mobile factors in its algorithm. So if you have a fast loading site that's responsive, that's going to help you in search engine rankings. If you have a slow site that's clunky and non-responsive, that's definitely going to work against you. The first thing you want to do is visit Google's MobileFriendly Test tool or website and type in your website to see if you are mobile friendly. The result I get is that the page I submitted, which is my home page, is mobile friendly. This is not checking my entire site and all my pages and posts. This is just checking what I submit. So you may want to submit 3, 4, 5 different pages just to gather consensus. If you also get that your page or pages are mobile friendly, good for you, you're off to a great start. If you get that your page isn't mobile friendly, that's an issue we need to address. It could be your theme, it could be how your website is set up. We'll take a look at this more in a moment. As you saw with the mobile friendly tool, it doesn't give us a lot of specifics, at which point I would direct you to Google's PageSpeed Tool, which is another tool, and this will give us a lot more details and insight as to what's going on with our website. The PageSpeed tool will give you a lot of insights regarding your mobile and desktop performance. We'll just click on desktop for a second. 76 is my score. Early in the day was around 82, so it fluctuates. I know these things and what they're about, and I recommend that you understand each parameter or each factor. If we go back to the mobile page here, I score a 62. I'm okay with that given that I did pass the mobile friendly test, and also I know what these things are pointing out, and what they're talking about are images and things that are happening above the fold of my content on my site. So one of the things you have to consider when you get a score like this and you look at these different factors and what you should fix and what you consider fixing and some of these rules down here is I understand my site. I have things where I want them, whether they're a scroll mat to get people to put their email addresses in, whether I have an image there or what have you. And so that's how I've decided to design my site. That said, you have to make decisions because there's trade-offs. I could get rid of a couple of things on my site and not have them there and get a higher score, or I can keep them there and get a lower score. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Going back to your results regarding mobile friendliness and page speed, Google has a page here that talks about WordPress.com and the free WordPress software, which we're focused on. And it talks about how you can check your theme and check some other issues around it. It talks about updating the version of your theme if required, about your URL and the mobile friendly tools test as we see here. It talks about converting your entire site to a new mobile friendly theme. And it also lists some plugins that we can take a look at. So this is really a great page to understand more about your theme, understand more about the mobile friendly test. So I'll put this in the description section. There are a bunch of plugins that can help you improve your mobile friendliness, increase the load times of your pages. Starting with this one, Jetpack. It's actually by Automatic, which are the people behind WordPress.com. So this one comes highly recommended and is well reviewed. Then we have WordPress Mobile Edition. It's another option. And by the way, these plugins work differently. They do different things. So you really need just to explore them, check them out, go back to the test, see how you score. And it's really a trial and error game. It just depends on your theme and which plugin will work best with your site. So this one here is WordPress Mobile Pack. It's another option. WordPress Mobile Detect, pretty good score here. But this one does some things that are slightly different, so you definitely want to take a read of the description, again, just to understand the plugin. The last one here, WordPress Touch Mobile Plugin. It doesn't score particularly well, but there's a lot of active installs, so I imagine it does the job. Again, you can check it out, see if it works for you. What we've talked about so far is ensuring that your website is mobile friendly and that it's responsive across different devices. If you want to take your game, if you will, to the next level, then we need to focus on Google's Accelerated Mobile Project, or ANP. ANP focuses on helping publishers create mobile-friendly content, and it aims to make pages load instantly on mobile. ANP uses bare minimum HTML and limited JavaScript. This allows the content to be hosted on Google ANP Cache. Google can then serve this cache version to users instantly when they click on your link in search results. So this thing is really big, it's really important to Google. Like I said at the top, this is going to influence their algorithm and who they favor in search. You've probably seen that little ANP logo on some of your search results, and that's what this whole thing is about. Just to reiterate, I think if you score well on those tests, the mobile friendly and page speed, I think you're doing okay. The ANP route is an option. I know it's important to Google. There are some articles that talk about the pros and the cons. You definitely want to take a look at those. Nevertheless, there are a couple of plugins that address this matter. This first one here is by Automatic, and you can see here over 100,000 active installs, so people are using it. It hasn't rated particularly well, but it is one of the options that are available to you. Another one here is ANP for WordPress. So 20,000 active installs, really good rating here, about 4.5, it looks like 4.4. So it's another option that you might want to check out. There's no doubt that mobile friendliness is important. Page speed load times are important. Responsiveness, Google's ANP projects is important. All of these things matter because you, of course, want to deliver a fantastic user experience to the visitors to your site across various platforms and different devices. What's also important, though, is that you consider trade-offs. And you just want to make strides where you can that make sense for what your objectives are. For example, if you have something that comes up there like a pop-up or an opt-in form, do you necessarily want to get rid of that to improve the friendliness of your site? That's a decision you have to make. We also have to think about how these things relate to search engines such as Google. These factors are important and Google considers them in their algorithm. Best of luck with improving the performance of your site. I'll see you in my other videos. Bye for now.